Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Call of the Night or Yofukashi no Uta episode number 1 reaction. Alright, okay, before we begin, this show I kind of went through the manga, the first few chapters quite a while ago, and I kind of liked the story. That's why I'm going to start the reaction to this anime. After I got to know that this is getting an adaptation, I was like, yeah, this should be good. Hopefully if the adaptation is well done, then it will probably be good, because I remember enjoying myself the story while I read it. So there you go. I kind of remember a few stuff, not much, so it'll be interesting to see everything again animated and all, so it'll I kind of watched the trailer on my own before, and I feel like the animation is really good from the trailer. That's what I could understand, and hopefully it will be a very good adaptation, and I'm looking forward to it. And this is a vampire anime, which is also something which I kind of like, so it'll be interesting to see where this goes and how the show itself is. Like I said, I barely remember anything, so all the story plot points and everything I probably don't remember. I remember the main character a little bit. I do remember the main girl as well, and that's all about it. So yeah, let us begin. This is episode number 1 of Call of the Night. So yeah, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at this. Yo. Oh my god, this is gorgeous, the scenery. This is the... Oh, this is a girl, okay. Okay, this is the opening. Okay. All right. Nice, this is a good song. Wait, there's something I heard in, is this that song? There's a song called Call of the Night, and the author, I think the author of the manga actually took permission from the artist to make the name of the manga the same as the song's name, and the artist gave the permission, and now that it's getting an adaptation, I think I read it somewhere, like that song is going to be used here as the opening or something. Is this the same song, or... I'm not so sure, but I think I read this somewhere. I might be completely wrong. Okay. All right, here we go. Why is this guy tiptoeing? I barely remember anything. I don't remember anything. I don't... Oh my god, the visuals are so good. What is this? Ah, look at this. What? Oh my god. Yo, this is crazy. Oh yeah, he has insomnia. I remember. That's why he goes out at night. I need to find out which studio is animating this. I need to find out that. There you go. Okay, don't fall. Yeah. Just recently. Okay. Oh, wait. His name is Yamori. Kind of like Yamori Ko. I think Komori means bat. Oh, oh well. Hmm. Oh boy, here we go. What the hell? Oh my god. Ooh. Yep. Talk to family. Okay, that's a coupon. What? Promotional. So bad. Oh my god, look at the scene. What? Oh. Random vending machine. Okay. It's so interesting, the color scheme. It's like whichever color is he. Oh my god, he's buying beer, isn't he? Here we go. Here's the main girl. Oh god, the animation is beautiful. Neither do you. Someone asked me. Mistake. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, probably. Yeah. One reason, which is ah, okay. That is why are they sleeping in the bus stop? Oh, they're wasted. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay. This uh, probably not. Yeah. Hmm. Yo, just run. Good job. Oh, yo. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. High five. All right. Oh. Oh my, I can't get enough of this scenery. Damn. Oh my god. All right. Teeth. Tip of the teeth, you know? Uh, oh my god. I don't think he can sleep like this. It's even more difficult for him to sleep like this. His family problems and everything, you know, never was able to sleep properly. Faking sleep. Is he faking? It's faking, isn't it? Oh, I remember. I think this is where he bites him after thinking that he's. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. It's coming back a little bit, little by little. Yeah, she thinks he's asleep. That's why. Oh my god. Yo, who animated this? I need to find that out first. Here we go. And yeah, he's awake. So there. Why? What happened? Ah, he's waking up. Well, he was faking it. Oh, well, that's embarrassing. Yeah, mosquito. What? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, understandable. Yep. There you go. Mm, probably not. He's like, wait, what? I was thinking I was a vampire. That would have been good. Probably. I guess it depends on the intention or something. I don't know. Okay. Uh, okay. That's my intention. Like give me money. You know, you took my blood. Give me money for that. Oh wait, I remember because I think someone who falls in love or something. Yeah, yeah. There you go. That person. There you go. Okay, it's coming back a little by little. Is she drinking beer? Yeah. Okay, vampires also drink beer. Understandable. There you go. Oh, well. Wait, he's 14? I thought he was 16 or something. He's awfully big for a 14-year-old. Yeah, he doesn't like anyone. He doesn't even understand that feeling, I think. Oh my god. So, what's the reason? Why is she floating? I don't think vampires can fly. And you're a good source of food for me, so. Hmm. Like I said. Yeah, so he needs to like her to become a vampire, I'm guessing. Wait, the reverse can also happen? I don't know. Let's see. Oh no, so he needs to. Okay, what is going to happen if she likes him? Like, is it going to work the same way? Nanaksa Nazuna. His name is awfully like. I'll talk about it later. Full moon. Oh, okay. Right before possible, the moment they do. Oh wait, really? Okay, so the moon plays. That's fine. So I'm guessing it's better in a full moon night as well. Infuse blood with night, in other words. Ah, okay. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the moon. Oh wait, what? I don't think it's supposed to be like this, but. This is that song that I was talking about. The okay, I'll talk about it later. Yep, this is the song. The song's name is Yofukashi no Uta, and I think the manga author asked the artist the permission to use the name for the manga. And now that the manga is adapted as an anime, this is going to be the ending or the opening of this show. Something like that. I've read somewhere. Okay, so she can fly. That's interesting. I've never seen a vampire fly like this, I guess. Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. All right. Good first episode. Like, a few things started coming back like as I was watching little by little, and okay. So first of all, the thing that I need to check is who, which studio animated this. Uh, like animation is so good. Um, not the animation is good. I have to say the visuals, the colors, and everything It's so amazing. Linden Films. Oh, this is the same studio that did Tokyo Revengers and what else? Koito Uso, Arslan Senki, Berserk. What else? Okay, I don't see much shows being animated by this studio, but the animation looks so good, you know. Uh, the animation is good. The color and everything is just so amazing, you know. Like when we were seeing the night sky, it was looking so amazing, you know. The color scheme, it's just perfect. And there's like the bluish color scheme, then the yellowish color scheme, and the way it was going, it's just it was looking amazing. And not only that, the characters as well, they look crisp completely, and they're prominent. The character design and everything, the color, it's as if it's shining, you know, that kind of a thing. It's really good. All right. First episode, it's a very good start. I really like it. Like I said, I got fascinated by the art style and the color, the animation and everything. And okay, we begin with this guy. His name is Yamori Ko. Now here's the thing, I think Komori means bat. So like, you know, his name, if you say it side by side, Ko Yamori, it kind of sounds like Komori, you know, which means bat, which you can kind of like, you know, relate with vampires and something like that. So I'm guessing that was like just a play on words. His name is just a play on words, you know, for like bat. But okay, so we begin with Komori. No, Yamori, Ko. I'm gonna call him Ko. Okay, we start with Ko coming out, and he cannot sleep at night. You know, his insomnia, and he just, and we could also guess that he has a problem with his family. I don't know, like we don't get the details of about it, but I think, I don't know, it's probably either like, you know, both his parents are there, or maybe one of his parents are there. We still don't know, but at least one of his parents is still there, I think, because usually, you know, in animes, most of the times either like one parent is absent, or like, you know, like both parents are absent, something like that happens. But here it's, which we still don't know. The only thing that we know is he has problem with his parents, and he is not, like, you know, like has like a not a good relationship with them, something like that. But either way, he is walking out on the night, and he's just, you know, going to the playground, like, you know, swinging. And here he talks about you know, like what, you know, he how he doesn't understand what feelings of love is. And he talks about how, like, first of all, he's 14 years old. I'm like, how is this guy 14? I thought he was 16. I don't think any 14-year-old is looks like this. He seems like a 16 or 17-year-old, I don't know. But either way, um yeah, he's like, first of all, he's 14, so I guess, you know, like things that he says, like, oh, I don't understand about this, it's pretty normal. And not only that, I feel like there are, like, you know, different people who have different perspective on the world and different way they see the world. So there's a lot of people who don't understand and don't realize their own feelings or what a certain feeling is, unless and until, like, you know, later on, or maybe they don't even understand in the future as well, you know. Like, it depends, different people have different ways of saying, like, when like some people might get very excited about these type of situations, like, oh, like, you know, this type of love and all that stuff. Some people doesn't, depends on people. So he doesn't understand. So we get to see how someone confessed to him, and he said something like, oh, I don't understand what is love, so like I'm sorry. He says something like that, and she ran away. You know what the thing about is, what the thing is about this situation? He genuinely said that I don't understand what the like, what the feeling of love is, so I'm sorry. I feel like the girl misunderstood here. He probably thought that, oh, he doesn't like me, that's why he's trying to make up excuses. That's why she started crying and ran away. That's the situation here. Like, but he genuinely doesn't understand. So now her friends brought him outside, and they're like, oh, why did you reject her? Because her friends also think that, oh, he's just like he's just trying to make excuses. He rejected her. None of them genuinely realizes that maybe this guy really doesn't understand about love. they, I'm pretty sure they think that he rejected her in a like in a roundabout manner, and something like that. That's why they called him out and everything. But either way, that was a situation at school. So he's just sick of school. He's just sick of everything. He doesn't have a proper life at his home as well, his parents and all, and he cannot sleep at night. And like he said, like, it's been recent that I cannot sleep, so he just decided to come out and just walk around at night. And here's one thing. He talks about how some like he's saw people telling that, oh, ask, like, tell about this to someone who you trust. And he says how, oh, someone I trust, I don't think there's anyone like that. And then he gets a message on his phone. He gets scared. He's like, oh my god, did my parents get realize that I'm not at my home? And he sees this like a advertisement, like those scam messages. And he's like, ah, who am I, like what was I even expecting? This part, if you think about it, this kind of shows that he has not completely given up all hope or something like that. He probably has a little bit of expectations that his parents are worried about him. So that's why he at first he thought it was his parents messaging him. But then when he sees that it's not, he's like, oh, what was I even thinking? So there you go. So we're still not sure what the actual extent of the situation is, but it is pretty, I guess, serious if you think about it, because like a 14-year-old child actually coming out of the house to walk around at night in itself shows how much of a problem he has with his parents. Because like in these type of situations, the first thing someone should do is tell their parents about the problem. And since he either did not do it, or he told his parents and his parents did not respond in kind, we don't know which it is. Either way, he did not get any help. That's why he is resorting to this, just coming outside and walking around. All right, now he's like seeing all those forum messages and everything, and seeing what could help him sleep. And everyone's saying like, oh, drink beer. And he comes across a vending machine, and he's like, wait, should I actually try it? And tries to press the button, and in comes this girl. Her name is, I think, Nazuna. Yeah. And she's like, oh, you don't look like a adult. Why are you taking buying beer? He gets scared and he tries to run away, but she's like, it's fine, come on, come with me. Let's walk at the night underneath the night sky. And they meet some random dudes on the on the bus stop or something, and they're just all drunk and almost going to sleep. And she's just like, yay, high five. You've drunk a lot, haven't you? It's kind of doing small talk. And the thing about this situation is that when Ko asks like, oh, do you know them? He's like, nah, I don't know them. The coach like, wait, what? Then why were you talking with them like that? Now here she says, you'll never be satisfied. Oh, I think she says something like, you do know why you cannot sleep? And she says, you'll never be satisfied if you don't release your inhibitions. So, according to her, unless and until he completely, frees himself, completely lets him go, he won't be able to sleep. Which indirectly, which we kind of can understand, because he's keeping a lot of things in his heart. He's not sharing stuff with anyone. He doesn't have anyone to share it with. So these type of things do kind of have like an effect, and it might stress you out, and in the end it might actually take away your sleep, and you cannot sleep, and this is what is going to happen. Like you won't be able to sleep properly. And I guess that's what she was trying to say or something, I don't know. But either way, the main, one thing we can get from this, episode, the thing that the girl was trying to tell the boy is that the freedom of the nighttime, that's like the main, you could say, theme, yeah, of this episode, where the girl tries to show the boy, at night, during the night time, it's like a free time, so you should let yourself go, and just relax, and do whatever you want to, that type of a thing. And unless and until you do that, your problem will persist, and which obviously in a roundabout way kind of is also telling him to share his problems with someone else. Let it go, share it with someone, share your burden with someone. It's going to lighten your load a lot. And I feel like this is the first person, Nazuna is the first person who he actually talked about his situation properly. So yeah, this is a good start. And he quickly goes and to those guys, and he's like, oh, how are you? And they're also like, yay. And one of them starts puking. All right, so then the girl, Nazuna and Ko are walking, and she's like, all right, let's go to my place. And he actually follows her. The interesting thing about this episode, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm noticing it actually now while I'm going back. The section where they're on an elevator, can you see, if you don't remember that scene, go back to that scene and see the elevator. There's a mirror, you can see. Nazuna's reflection is not there if you look at it properly, which shows that, yeah, she's a vampire. Vampires' reflection is not on the mirror, that it doesn't fall on the mirror. Now I do also wonder whether, just like all vampires, is she also afraid of garlic, maybe not good with garlic, maybe. What about the morning? What about the daytime? Can she actually walk around on daytime? Like I said, I've read the manga of the first few chapters, but I barely remember anything. I was getting reminded little by little as I was watching this episode. So I don't remember if these things are actually addressed later on. But I do wonder. I'm kind of looking forward to where this is going to go, because since her reflection is not on the mirror, I'm guessing all the other legends of surrounding vampires are also true for her. Garlic doesn't like garlic. Vampires, I think, doesn't like water as well, something like that. Stakes, stakes are one of the ways to kill a vampire. All that stuff, these type of things. So anyways, I'm sure we'll get to know. Either way, 704, that's her room number. She gets in. It's like there's a bed, there's like a music player, and she's like, oh, sleep. And Ko is like, wait, what's going to happen here? And she takes off her coat and everything, and Ko gets freaked out. Ko's like, okay, I'm going to go back. And she's like, no problem, nothing, just the tip. Obviously, here she means the tip of the teeth, you know. So which obviously he doesn't realize, and he's freaking out. He's like, what am I supposed to do, this and that? And he's like, just sleep, no problem, just lay down. And he lays down, and he talks about how, you know, it's, what can I say, it's, wait a minute, he talked to her about how he cannot sleep. Then why the hell did she bring him here and tell him to sleep? He cannot sleep. That's his problem. Oh, I guess she thought that. I guess she thought that, oh, he might be able to fall asleep now, you know, because his problems were, I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing she probably thought that, oh, he'll fall asleep sooner or later or something like that. She thought. But she didn't realize that his problem was actually a genuinely like, you know, difficult problem. He actually cannot fall asleep. It's a big problem for him. And yeah, anyways, so yeah, like he lays down and he's like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? And then he says how, oh, it is also a little bit calming because, you know, he thinks about it's probably because he never slept with someone properly like this, and which again shows, you know, that probably there is some problem with him and his family, and something along those lines, you know. And anyways, he's like, okay, what do I do? She's expecting me to fall asleep, and then he's like, you know what, let me pretend. I can pretend pretty well to fall asleep. So he just closes his eyes, it's not moving, and so the whole plan of Nazuna was bring someone in, you know, let them fall asleep, get her food, and probably the next day they can go on their own way. That's how I guess she procures her food. And she also expected Ko to fall asleep, to fall asleep, and then she would just, you know, take a little bite, and in the morning she would be like, yeah, it's okay, go home or something like that. The funny thing was that he was pretending to sleep. Now he's awake, but he's pretending to sleep, and since he can pretend so well, Nazan also thought he fell asleep. So she comes, takes a bite, and I don't know why he was so late to react to it, but after taking the bite, I guess he wasn't able to understand what was happening. Like, who would even expect someone to suddenly come and bite your neck? Like, either way, she bit him, and he just, oh, okay, he bit him. She bit him, and then she was like, wait a minute, you know, this flavor, you know, this is amazing. This is like, you know, this tastes amazing. And he wakes up and he's like, what, you know, what did you do, like, you know? And then he realizes that she's a vampire. At first she makes excuses. She's like, ah, big mosquito, you know, like I just slapped it away. And he's like, no, who are you trying to fool, you know, there's blood on your mouth. And then she's like, I guess, no, well, yeah, I am a vampire. So I love the fact that here he's like, wait, am I going to become a vampire? And she's like, nah, that's not going to happen. And he's like, oh. He's disappointed, which again shows that he probably wanted to become a vampire because he wanted to just, you know, just move around like this at night, experience the nightlife, and, you know, like the whole insomnia. We thought something would happen to it and he would actually be able to, you know, get rid of that thing and move around at night as a vampire. And I'm pretty sure he thought something would change. That's why he was, you know, like he was thinking that, oh, if I become a vampire, it would be good. Again, later on we see when he actually decides that he wants to become a vampire, which shows that, yeah, he really wants to experience this night more, and for him to do that he wants to become a vampire. Okay, now he says like, wait, so why am I not a vampire? How do people like how can someone become a vampire then? And Nazuna here talks about how this is just food for her, and if all the time, like, if someone feeds, then if, like, someone else becomes a vampire, then that would be a problem, wouldn't it? And here she talks about what is the prerequisite of someone becoming a vampire. And where is that part? Okay, a person can only become a vampire is for that person to fall in love with one. Okay, so here's the thing. The person who wants to become a vampire needs to fall in love with a vampire. I'm guessing the reverse doesn't, like, if the vampire falls in love with the human and if he bites him, it wouldn't happen. The other person won't become a vampire. The reverse is not going to happen. The person needs to fall in love with the vampire. That's how he or she will be able to become a vampire. I guess that's how it works in this anime. So, okay. Now, the thing about this situation is, Ko said before that he doesn't realize what the feeling of love is. So this will be kind of interesting to see what happens after this, because in the end he does say that, okay, I will, like, try to become a vampire, try to fall in love with you, but he himself doesn't understand what that feeling is. So okay, that it should be interesting to see how this thing progresses, because I feel like the girl will actually, start liking him before he starts liking her. I don't know, or I might be wrong, but if that actually happens, I wonder what's going to happen. Probably nothing will happen. Like, if she starts liking him before, I don't think anything will change. Like Nazuna said, the boy needs to fall in love with her, otherwise nothing, he cannot become a vampire. So okay, now he's like, like he asks the specifics, like why, like, is it something like this, and she kind of references how, like, when people love each other, like, they get married and they, like, like, then they procreate, or what did she say, copulate, yeah. And that's how it works. So this is the same kind of thing, like, she kind of explains it like that. And Ko thinks about it, and Ko is like, okay, and I think Ko talks about it, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he talks about it when Nazuna asks that, oh, like, don't you have someone you like at school or something? And he's like, no, I don't like anyone. And I think he talked about the situation, what happened at school, the whole, like, confession thing. And that's when Nazuna's like, oh, middle school can be tough. And then she is like, all right, let's go then, let's experience the night. And okay, here Go comes into decision. He's like, all right, you know what, I want to become a vampire, turn me into a vampire. And he's like, for that, like, what does he say? Yeah, please let me fall in love with you. And she's like, okay, do whatever the hell you want to, like, I cannot stop you, but all I'm going to do is just feed from you. You want to, like, like me, go ahead, like, I'm not stopping you. And then, like, they kind of start she starts flying. It's interesting to see that she can fly. And she grabs him, takes him on her top of a roof. And here she brings up a few other interesting information. First of all, one thing she says is, like, for the blood to be even better, you need to infuse it with night. She brings this point up. You need to infuse it with night, or the night time. And she talks about how, like, for that to happen, she says First of all, they're closer to the moon. Second, it says that where is that part? Okay, in order to infuse blood with night, in order, in other words, to stay up late, you can't just stay awake. Okay, you wouldn't know what I mean. He kicks him. He says, so I'll teach you what it means to enjoy the night. So I'm guessing the prerequisite here is that he needs to infuse himself in the nighttime, or kind of like, become one with the nighttime, something like that, you know. And like she was saying, let himself go. That's why she kicked him down and, like, grabbed him and started flying to make him enjoy, like, the nighttime more, infuse himself in nighttime. And they kind of like fly around from one place to another. And then, okay, and then that's where it ends, I think. Yeah. And she's like, how do you feel, boy? And yeah, that's where it ends. So that was the beginning. So basically, there are a few conditions for the blood to be better, I think. Yeah. So basically, you try to, like, like, infuse yourself with the nighttime energy, or the nighttime, like, atmosphere, and just, like, I guess, enjoy yourself or something. It's kind of vague in this section, but I'm guessing that's the prerequisite. And okay, one thing I've kind of missed this part. She says, right before a person falls asleep, to the moment to do. Okay, right before a person falls asleep, to the moment that they do. Damn, that's a very, what? Okay, that's when human blood tastes the most. So that means, like, when you are kind of, like, almost going to fall asleep, but you're still not asleep, but at the same time, like, before you fall asleep. So it's a very short amount of time. That's when human blood tastes best. Oh, I'm guessing that's why she tried to. Ah, okay. Like, I was thinking, like, why did she, like, not waste any time? And she was just like, oh, are you asleep? And then just tries to eat, drink the blood. Like, she could have easily waited like a half an hour, like, and then, like, like, saw, like, when she would be confirmed that, yeah, he's asleep, she could have taken the bite. But she was awfully quick. That's the reason. So basically, she thought that that was the appropriate time. That was the time when he was almost going to fall asleep, and he's, like, not fallen asleep. That short window of time, she tried to, like, drink the blood at that moment. Obviously, he was not asleep, so that's why he woke up. And okay, that kind of makes sense. All right. So there you go. That was this episode. One thing it's kind of interesting is that we kind of got introduced to the main girl here, and I think they're taking this kind of, like, the pace is quite normal here. They're not rushing it, because not much things happen in this first episode, but it's like a pleasant pace it's going. Okay, interesting. I like this, because, like, they took their time, the atmosphere and everything. It was really nice. And as you can see, this show is kind of like a slice of life, you could say. Slice of life, and like, supernatural at the same time. And it'll be interesting to see where this goes. I don't remember much, but yeah, I'm looking forward to see what happens after this. The manga, I don't remember much at all. Or maybe in the upcoming episode, I'll get reminded of one or two things again. Like, just like this, like, episode. When I was watching it, there's a few things I got reminded when I was watching it. Number one, the whole love situation. Like, you need to fall in love to become a vampire. It came to my, like, mind. It came back. I remembered it when she was talking about it, and a few other things as well. The whole insomnia situation, all that, and yeah. So, oh, and when, like, he fell asleep, he pretended to fall asleep. She took the bite, that as well, I remembered. So there you go. And yeah, that was it. The first episode, my first impressions is I really like it, especially the gorgeous art. It's so amazing, like the night time, that night time is just so good. The stars are shining, and the blue, the purple, the yellow color, like these colors are just, it's just so, what can I say? And I think, like, obviously this show will have maximum of its story will be at the night time. So we're going to get to see more of this beautiful scenery and this beautiful nighttime, like sky. It'll be amazing. And yeah, looking forward to it. So that was it. That was my reaction to the first episode of Call of the Night, or Yofukashi no Uta. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So yeah, that was it. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, looking forward to the next one. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Call of the Night. So until then, goodbye and have a nice day.